Greetings, adventurers. Welcome to the Red Herring. I am down here instead of up there. Um, and I am no longer your dungeon master. Taryn will be taking over tonight for tonight's Ecriom Expeditions holiday special. Before we get started, quick point of order that our wonderful halfling bard, Perrin Hope Singer, and I will be embarking on an adventure on Thursday. He will be running Drowhard, a holiday one-on-one shot, where the two of us will be going on this adventure to raise money for St. Jude Children's Hospital. So, in lieu of that, we are opening up donations. They've been open for a bit, but we're opening up donations for tonight as well. All the incentives are to help or hinder myself in the adventure on Thursday. So you can reach out to me or reach out to Renee, or even I believe there will be a type-in option for certain things based on your donations. So yeah, go ahead, click that link, do all that good stuff. Other than that, Taryn, I think that the DM seat behind the screen is yours, so you can get started whenever you are ready. Oh, hang on. Nope, I fucked up.
Why'd you do that?
Because I forgot to reset my Bluetooth headphones. There we go. You're good now.
That's sad. Anyways, hi everybody. Welcome to our Ecriom Expedition one-shot. Because my name is Taryn, and also known as Valrook across the socials, and I am your GM this evening. This is probably going to be a stupidly chaotic adventure full of RP and funsies, but we have a great table, so quick around the horn real quick. Let's go ahead and start with Jay.
It feels good being first, because that is where I belong. If you know me, you know me, and if you don't, it's Jaden King. I'm a storyteller, I'm a TTRPG writer, professional performer. I create entertainment across all kinds of ways for people to enjoy things, and I'm embarking on a brand new journey of not just tabletop game design, but going into video game design. I've been doing some art assets, so we'll see what comes of that. I work on a special project for our innkeeper. Hopefully I can get it to him before the month ends. We'll see how that goes. You can find me on all social media at It's Jaden King, and I run games on Start Playing Games. All kinds of winter one-shots are available on my Start Playing Games. So check those out, do things, and I'm here to make sure this party does not die immediately. I'm giving them 5 minutes, and then they're on their own.
Ronan.
Oh, hey, I'm Ronan. You can't find me anywhere. I'm here, so enjoy this. This is all for you guys. That's it. I'm here.
I missed it so much though.
You've been missed, my friend.
Yeah.
I miss the royal welcome he used to give himself.
I know.
It's a more humble Ronan. I'm just very appreciative that I still have my good looks. Okay.
You know what? I'll take
There
that.
it
I'll
is.
take that.
It's back. Okay. Eddie.
Hi everyone, I'm Eddie, known across the socials as your humble discount bard, a humble vaudevillian vagabond who has been strangely absent from the interwebs as of late, as I have been far too busy being an adult, and it has been miserable. But I'm hopefully working on getting my way back to the interwebs very soon. You can normally find me on twitch.tv/discountbard, where I do variety content, ranging from video games to cooking to whatever my current hyperfixation is. I also do other D&D streams on wonderful channels like this one. I'm also over on TO, the Initiative Order, with a bi-weekly Thursday game. It's exciting. But I'm here today, and I'm very excited for this one-shot, and I'm excited to have Taryn as our DM!
I'm so happy. Now, my usual GM.
Hi, I'm Logan. I used to be the innkeeper here, and then Taryn kicked me out. But yeah, you can find me here, the Red Hair Inn. I do some stuff over on the Initiative Order as well from time to time. I just finished up our Conan game there, and yeah. Other than that, just super excited to finally get behind, or not get behind, sit at the table with all these wonderful people and have Taryn as our GM.
I'm I'm so excited because I love you guys so much and I get to share a story with some of my favorite people. You can catch me on the socials at Valrook if you want to follow just me as a creative. However, I'm a dice maker and I have dice in my shop right now. So you can go to @UO_dice on the Instagram, link tree in my bio to go see my shop. And if you want 10% off of the full sets that I have in stock right now, the Red Hair Inn, it's just Red Hair Inn is the discount code for 10% off full sets. So do that. So let's go ahead and jump in and set the stage. So, in the town of Oathgar's Rest, the sun is beginning to fall into a calm, slightly breezy, but relatively calm light snow falling all around you. However, while this would usually be a time of rest where everyone would be turning in, there is a massive bonfire ablaze at the center of the town. In fact, everybody is active outside. People are bustling. They're celebrating the winter solstice. The great hearth at the center of town is a welcoming beacon to all of the members in this town as they prepare their Yule logs and prepare to share their tales as well as those of their ancestors to the young ones and perhaps visitors to the town. You can smell holly, berries, cider, and various goods in the air. It's honestly a really welcoming smell to this party in particular. You've been on the road from Deepwell for a very long time, making a special delivery to the children's home here, delivering 12 platinum pendants specifically to the children of this orphanage because the patron actually originally came from this orphanage, and in hopes of promising these children a better future and a good start, bestowed these pendants as sort of a seed for them when they get to start their life. So you as a party have successfully delivered these pendants to the patron of this children's home by the name of Rizzle Bathfargan. And they're just a small, gnomish, perhaps, male presenting, kind of pot-bellied, but relatively young figure. A bit nervous, but you can see like their face light up when they were around the children. As you delivered this to them, you could see there was not an ounce of greed in their face, but quickly and happily stowed those pendants in a safe place for the children. You, of course, did receive your compensation as you are each rewarded very well previously by the patron of the pendants. Now, the sun is set, you've completed your delivery, and you're free to leave the children's home. But I do want to ask before we jump in. So along the way from Deepwell, which one of you was more likely to cause problems and get into a scuffle with friends? And what happened?
Oh, I have a tendency to, lose my temper whenever anyone comments on, my horns, because I've heard just about every horny joke you could possibly imagine. And you know what? I'm just sick and tired of it. So, I ended up getting into a fight with one of the local town folk, and basically, they kind of ended up having to kick us out of one of our towns on our route over here.
All right, and would you describe your character?
So, Fucking L, who goes by Fuck for short, is a satyr. He has long reddish colored hair and two curled ram's horns protruding from his head. He typically walks around with an open vest, and that's pretty much about it. And down below his waist, he is where his legs start to turn furry and have the classical satyr hoofs. And he carries along on his back a glaive that seems way too big for a creature this size.
And which one of you would have been the first one to jump in and try to clean up this mess? Which one of you is the responsible party?
Probably would have been me.
All right. In that situation, what would you have done?
So Ildrin is very straight-laced and a people pleaser. So he probably would have tried to appeal to both sides and not necessarily, as opposed to physically restrain. Fuck. Gonna never get old saying. I just would have probably tried to talk it out and cooler heads prevail, that sort of situation.
Okay, and will you describe your character?
Yeah, so Illidan is a wood elf, shocking, and he is tall with sort of like, I guess, Aragorn hair, I guess is the best way. It's sort of, short and kind of unkempt. And he is attempting to grow a beard because I can't help myself, but it's an elf beard, so it looks like that weird, like, late high school, early college wispy stuff.
So like if my brother-in-law were watching, like his beard,
yeah, very, very, very. He's trying.
He's trying.
But he's a man of the wilderness, so he doesn't really. Lots of cloth garments though. There's no leather. There's no animal-based things that he wears or tries not to. That would result in killing of an animal. So cloth-based stuff.
Okay. So as this confrontation starts to pick up and you are now both currently involved, a third party steps in to then swing at fuck. Of the other two, which one of you would have been more likely to step in at this moment?
All right, I have a way how I could be, but Jay, if you want to, I got it. Okay. So sitting in the back of the cart that we have, or the wagon that we have, I've just been getting pissed drunk this whole time. So I heard there was a fight, and I meant to be the helper and get out and try to calm the situation down. However, in the swing of things, I just like struck out really quick to stun the other person, and I ended up hitting fuck straight in the nards, I would imagine.
No! Okay, do describe your character as you are swinging and knocking fuck in the nards.
Yeah, Swanson is a halfling monk, mostly. He is shorter and skinnier than most halflings. He's pretty lithe, pretty quick. But he is traditionally wears a leather vest with a leather like blazer almost over the top of it, or at least like a brown blazer over the top of this like leather vest. Linen shirt underneath, and then brown linen pants with some form of travel boots, depending on how far he's going, where they're going, comfortability of how he wants to walk. He never leaves home without, and I have it right here, a tankard that he can use as part of almost like what are they called? Put them on your knuckles. Brass knuckles.
Like
there we
knuckles?
go. Yeah, he uses them almost like brass knuckles and uses them as a weapon. Probably not this big size comparison, but big enough for him to be able to fight some people with them.
All right, now, Jay, you see this altercation begin. You see a party member try to step in to be voice of reason. You see a third party step in to try to take a low blow, only to really kind of be assisted by your friend here as you see fuck fold. What is
At
your
this
character
point,
doing?
Jade always never gets involved at first until things get too hectic, because Jade has the mindset that the first punch you throw should be the last one that needs to be thrown. So while the fighting's happening, we'll step up as this aura of like electric energy, this radiation of bright light starts to fuel from their body, as this tumultuous cloud of smoke starts to billow from their form. Their eyes start to glow as they are channeling all of their magic power into one thing. causing this almost lightning bolt, and points it directly at the person who started the fight, and just points it. Doesn't say anything, has this very stoic expression and just points. And then in their head they hear, "One chance to live."
So from this point, the altercation ended quickly. The people very briskly backed off. Of course, I'm assuming that Fuck would have tried to follow, of course, still crunched over, trying to rage, albeit at half mast. So this was only
pissed off but unable to rage.
Yeah, but this was only 48 hours ago. As you're rolling into this town, you've completed your delivery with no more altercation. Some of you still bear the bruises.
Oh, I'm full on holding a bag of ice.
Just still 48 hours later. Well, you did get decked by a monk. So you step out and you can see
it would have been a stunning strike. So yeah, that would have.
Oh no. But you see the Festivus kind of beginning. You can see usually what appears to be the head of each household carrying their logs of fresh cut cypress or fir. You can smell this through the air, but they're wrapped in holly and berries and other pieces of evergreen, walking towards this massive hearth at the center of town. And as these logs are being added, you can smell all of those scents in the smoke erupt. But all of this is still met with that sharp cider smell. And as this begins, there's just boisterous energy beginning to pick up around the town. Where does your party go?
All right, look, I think I've suffered enough at this point. I need to get some of that cider.
And Swanson just kind of looks at his tankard, which is empty. I'm right there with you, friend. The cider sounds good right about now.
I suppose. Quick question. What's in the cider?
What, you've never had hot cider before?
Nope.
Well, it's typically, it's, well, the juice of apples, it's got some spices in it, typically cinnamon and nutmeg are a common one, but, also, I don't know, it's entirely possible that in some instances the cider could be alcoholic in nature, that's the one I'm going for sure.
Okay, that sounds good. I can do that.
Who's ready to get plastered?
Jade, as typically, just stares at everyone, always in this pensive state. And because I forgot the description,
I was about to say,
near ebony like skin, white freckles, and not like that soft white, but like bright white. Like picture their skin like the night sky full of stars, with pure white eyes, with black sclera, elegant, glistening white dreads on their androgynous form, no facial hair, elvish in nature with the pointed ears, adorned in like this heavy plate armor with arms revealed and white tattoos along the body, in a very lithe form with two long swords on either side sheathed, always in a crossed-armed or arm-over-arm pose, just staring, observing.
Fuck's gonna walk up and give Jade a nice thwop on the back. Now they really need to loosen up. Now come on, it's the solstice. It's time to be merry.
I prefer the moon over any sun.
That's a yes.
I'm taking that as a yes. Come on, let's go.
Is the moon? I look up in the sky. Is the moon out?
Yeah.
Or no? I'm sorry. What time? Yeah.
I mean, it is like, I will say, like, as the sun has gone down, it's one of those. Well, no, I guess it's like winter solstice. Yeah, I guess new moon technically. So, not yet.
The night is young, so let's be merry.
I mean, a lack of moon doesn't necessarily mean that there isn't a sun.
On that note, though, if you're looking up, do make me a nature check.
Oh,
Okay.
Whoever is looking up at the night sky may make me a nature check.
oh,
That's the thing I do.
that's the thing.
At
Would
19,
Yeah,
Jade.
sure.
18
And you
or
said
19?
it's the moon?
Not like it's not, but it's a new moon, so it's not quite. It's
Okay.
because of the hour of dusk. It's not quite visible yet.
Cool, cool. Yeah, 19 for my nature.
Okay. Fuck.
17.
Swanson.
17 for Swanson as well.
And is Illigen even? Nope. Okay. So you all notice, like, because there is like a light blistering a little bit of snow right now, there are clouds moving, so you can't really make, and you know it's early enough, it's not quite late enough really for the moon to be visible just yet, but with the smattering of clouds, it's really hard to see most of the night sky. However, there are a couple of very bright stars that really seem to stick out, even with all of this. One in particular you do notice. And Jade, you might know if you want to roll a history. I'm going to
Absolutely. Because this is involving the Knights as a
Yeah.
quote unquote astral elf who loves
Yeah.
lunar cycles and stars.
yeah,
That is a 16.
16. You can't quite place your finger on it, but you do know that there are stars, depending on the time of year, that are actually brighter and appear like, because of the way everything orbits and rotates and all of the jazz, you would be aware that there are some that only make appearances this time of year. Can't quite place your
Those ones.
finger on the name on it, but one of those in particular is really bright, and you're like, there's like a scratching at the back of your head of like, I know there's a name for that one, but you're frustrated right now because they keep talking about cider.
Jade has no care about cider. Jade does not care about that and is like fixed on these stars like that one. And it's just stuck in this pondering mode.
What's wrong? What you can't think of the name?
It's not being recalled accurately. There's much noise and distraction.
Would I know it?
Are you looking like if the star is pointed out to you?
Yeah. Like if
Then-
I'm curious to know which one he can't name. So and if I know the name of that specific one, not
Then-
just general night sky stuff.
Then give it a nature or history. Probably history. In this situation.
I don't know the name of that star.
Okay. You look at it and you're like, the question is how cocky are you? Are you going to say that?
Oh, I'm
know the name of
100%.
it?
That is the Cow Moon Rising. Obviously.
I have not had anywhere near enough cider to believe that.
I just want
The fuck
some
do you know?
cider.
Yeah, let's do it.
So all around you, as this is happening, people are beginning to bustle. I mean, for a small town, it's bustling in a way that a small town can during a relatively relaxed festival. But you can see there's more footfall. There's a lot of conversations going around, lots of boisterous laughter. There are lots of children gathered around the elders. As you can see, there are some that are literally assisted out next to the great hearth just to have littles come sit around them and hear their stories, because these may be the last chances that they get to hear these tales. But there is a boisterous inn open. The doors are just knocked open. And of course, there are several cider stands around this kind of town square-esque setting. So does the party go to one of the stands, or do you attempt to go into the inn?
Where is the closest access to cider?
The closest access is one of the stands outside.
That's where Puck's heading.
I would tend to agree. I mean, are the lines longer outside than they are inside?
You can see that the lines are like, you can see that the inn is very full. at this point, likely because it's getting pretty chilly. But you can see the most popular place seems to be inside. But it doesn't look like, even from here with the doors open, you can see in, and you can see there is not much sitting room left, and it looks like people are mostly gathering and standing at this point.
Well, I always say a good pint of anything warm is, well, that's like putting on a good jacket in the wintertime.
I prefer to be outside anyway.
And as you make your way, there is a large staged platform out by the hearth that you walk by. You can see there's this small goblinoid female with large Coke bottle glasses moving stuff around on the stage, positioning candles and mirrors as you see this small, somewhat frail-ish, older-ish looking female presenting. You can see people beginning to gather there as they are apparently preparing some kind of storytelling event. And you walk by and you are met at the stand. And of course, behind this stand is a massive Goliath with a even bigger potbelly. This Goliath may be all of 7 foot tall, but he is easily 5 to 6 feet wide. As he just peers down at you, and albeit very pot-bellied, arms are just as full. If Buddha was a Goliath, this is what you're staring at. What can I do for you?
Hello there, my friend. We're gonna need 5 of those ciders, please.
Just turns around, you just hear like fizzing and comes back around with 6. And they are glass tankards. And they are just steaming. As you can see, there is a bit of a fire lit behind him, and whatever is on the stove, he's got this cider. As he sets these 6 tankards with this steaming liquid in front of you, he just pulls out this massive clay bottle with XXX across it and just pours it across all of them and then sets it down.
This one knows what they're doing. Love to see it.
I assume this is what you meant when you meant cider, yes?
Oh, excellent, excellent. I couldn't ask for more. And I'm going to make sure that I shove one in each of my compatriots' hands and pay the individual at the other end of the counter, and then I start double fisting.
I actually could ask for more. I got one just simple. In this, is there any? I'm what the Elvish call vegan. It's the same word. Yeah, well, you guys took it from us. I'm vegan. Is there any is there animal things?
Why would I put animal in drink?
Maybe
This has
Scotch.
apples and cinnamon and much alcohol.
Okay.
Look,
Thank you.
look, buddy, I know your diet's boring, but there is no animal products in a cider. Come on
Just-
now.
You're
Yeah.
So
Double
long
check.
as I can
Hey.
drink all of the alcohol I want, I don't care what's in my diet.
that you're
As
telling
he just like slaps his gut and starts laughing.
you're telling me that the elves invented being vegan, but they didn't invent making cider.
You don't know how people. I'm in a place that I don't know. I'm not from. I don't know.
I feel like
I'm on-
cider is like wine. It's just universal. Yeah.
I once drank a thing
grapes
called
and-
nog, and apparently it has eggs in it. Like, what the hell?
This is disgusting beverage. This is gnomish concoction. It's shit.
So I just double check now when I'm in a place that I've never been. That's fine. I'll do it, and I take like the smallest friggin' sip ever. Just
Look, buddy, have I ever steered you wrong before? I say, cider dripping down my face.
like at least 6 times off the top of my head. But
Look, I have at least 3 more chances in that regard, right?
fair.
So those of you who drink at least one full glass of the cider, do make me a Constitution saving throw. This is very
Great.
strong.
You said he brought 6. I know.
Yes.
Fuck took 2.
Electron took 1.
I'm taking 2.
There's
Swanson's
still one for
Swanson's
Jade.
gonna drink his first one real quick, and then just like reach up and grab the second one.
Oh yeah, and these are like Swanson wise, these are large, so it's not quite Lord of the Rings level, but like a little bit.
You need me to roll twice for double fisting.
Yes, both of you, please. With actually,
Uh,
we'll just say roll with disadvantage.
Fair.
Jade is just gonna. It's the individual hasn't walked away immediately.
No,
right?
he's sitting there like just kind of guffawing and handing out drinks and.
I just require water.
But it is Festivus, you know this. I have cider without alcohol.
I'll take water, and I will permit you to put an apple wedge in it if that pleases you.
Can it be cinnamon apple wedge? They're already made.
You may put a single wedge of apple with cinnamon along the rim of my tankard, please.
You are very particular. This is going to bite you in ass. As like they turn around and there is like legitimately they have like what looks to be a chunk of glacial ice sitting up over something and melting in through like some kind of filter. Whoever designed this filtration system, it appears to be kind of fancy for what it is. But lo and behold, there is glacial ice water. He turns around to hand you this glass, which you will note is a stemmed glass. Looks at you with this smirk and takes the apple wedge and just slowly puts it on there and hands it over to you like this with like pinky out.
Noting that
Right.
Jaden decided not to take their cider, Buck's just
Yes.
gonna yoink.
Okay, so how were the con saves?
The lowest one was a 19.
Okay.
18.
4.
Swanson.
However, hang on. Wait, we're high enough level. Do I get a thing? You're kidding me. I'm a drunken master monk, but can't get drunk.
Oh yeah.
This is what? What did I do wrong?
You're about to fight real good.
No, there's something. I'll find it. I thought there was something in here. I may be wrong though.
Also, everybody watching, don't forget to enter our giveaway for dice D20. That's the thing. Do the stuff. Okay. So Swanson, you're feeling pretty warm. But about this time, suddenly from behind you all, there is a large pat on your back, and that tiny goblinoid woman, now seeing pigtails strapped to the top of their head, just somewhat aged face, solid black unitard, like turtleneck. Excuse me, you guys, you're running late for your performance. I don't know if you realize this, but you were already paid handsomely. You're supposed to get your other half afterwards. Yeah, you right there with the little horny bits and the hello. As like there's just like these Coke bottle glasses that make her eyes appear 20 times the size.
Look, I get it. I have horns on my head.
That's the point. You're supposed to be playing a role. You're running late. What, do you think you can just walk past me and not?
What are you talking about?
Look, you actors right here. This is you, and like flashes this picture. But as they like, it does look somewhat similar to your party, surprisingly enough. But you're pretty sure that as this picture flashes up and goes back down, that one of those is actually a tiefling. But apparently, there's been some kind of switch up. Yes, you. Come on, you halfling. Come, you.
All right. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
us.
I can. Yeah.
That's
sure.
you. We're
I
waiting
guess
on you
I'm-
to tell the story. We got the Jarl waiting on all of you. What? You gonna waste my time? Come on. As like they just grab Swanson like by the arm and start walking.
And Swanson at this point already has this kind of like little like sway and swagger to him, where he's just like lolling back and forth as he's being pulled along. I didn't bring
Don't tell me
right.
you forgot your lines, didn't you? You
Well,
forgot your. Don't worry, we got footnotes for you.
It's in
Come
my
on.
other. It's in my other vest. I'm sorry.
That's fine. We got more vests. You pointy.
What?
Let's go. Sparkles.
As
And
we're
Arag-
walking there,
And Arag-
Illidan's just mumbling under his breath. Oh, Illidan's diet's so boring. I'll have a water.
I have class and flavor choices. They cannot meet my standards.
But your class and flavor choices are about to be on stage, buddy.
So, as you approach the stage, you are immediately each handed different things. So, Illidrant, you are just handed this massive, kind of archaic looking mace. It appears to be made out of ice. Like, as you are handed this, though, you can tell it's made, like, literally made out of ice. And it is rapidly melting. Here's your role. You know you're the frost giant, right? Now get over there, go stand. Go do the stand. You remember your lines. If you don't,
It's a lot of screaming, right?
just you really didn't read this. Okay, whatever. You're getting half pay. Go
I'm a
stand
day
over
of kind
there.
of performer. I got it. It's fine.
That go do the stand. All right, you Spiky there. You're supposed to be a dwarf. Don't know how you're supposed to make that work, but and just like puts this like helmet like half on one of your horns. Like it's like the Viking-esque helmet. It just sets it there and then hands you like a wooden axe, walks up to Swanson. Okay, you are obviously also supposed to be a dwarf. This is a little more fitting. Do you want a shield or do you want a wand?
Oh, I get. Hey guys, I get to choose.
One of them is like a sparkly like kid toy wand and like legitimately has like the star on the end. And
I'm holding the
other
mace. I'm like, I'd pick the shield.
I want the wand. That seems. I'll take that and I'll kind of snatch it. And...
All right, Broody, you're supposed to be the hero, so I assume you know your role very well, as we all do. You fought with the bare hands, big hero, right? You got that. You know everything that's going on, the whole story. Okay, and then just like turns. As you can now see the town beginning to gather around the stage, there is a very kind of scrappy backdrop that you can tell is like hand drawn, and there are like mountains and trees, and you can see like battling in the distance. You may all make me a history check to see what the heck you remember about what battle and what the heck is going on. Because
I'm on stage with a wooden axe.
I wasted my natural 20.
Oh God. Okay.
Seven. Oh, sorry.
So what's the total 20? Like 20 what?
26.
Okay.
Jesus. 17 for Swanson.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Nothing's changed.
Oh, good. We're both in good shape.
Okay, Swanson, you have heard enough bar stories that you know that this town is named after Uthgar Frostbane. You're not stupid. You know that. You know that he was a hero that fought stuff. You don't know the specific details, per se. You just know there was a battle. There was stuff. Especially with your earlier drunkenness. That's
yeah.
what you recall right now. You get the gist, though. You're like, oh yeah, I'm ready to fuck shit up with my wand as you have your little...
Oh, I'm really excited that I got a wand.
Oh, and like glitter is totally like falling off of it. And it's little mica chunks, but it's just, already falling off.
Is it the glitter where if I get it on me, then I'm like screwed for the next 48 to forever hours?
Yeah, because
That's
this
all
is like mica. This is natural
That's
glitter,
all
so
glitter.
yes. Yeah.
Cool.
And Jade, so you know that the town is named for, again, Uthgar Frostbane, but you also know that this was a very notable Goliath warrior who legitimately is in history books for fighting off giants and protecting the paths between where you are right now in Wasteland. Big hero went down in a blaze of glory kind of situation, but with the utmost respect. But again, one of the greatest heroes in this area. So you know this. Now, I need each of you to make a performance check for me.
That was better than I was expecting. Somehow I got a 17.
Dude, me too. 17.
Okay, so...
Does me being drunk
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yep.
I did get proficiency in performance from my drunken master background though, so
That's
I will
good.
have you know. Oh, hey, it was the same roll. So that's gonna be a 12.
Okay.
I'm charisma based. That's a 19.
19. Okay, so with that, Jade, you're on point. So your improv skills are on point. So you can perform your improv in this moment as though you know what you're doing.
So what the scene like right now?
You're about to. So, Fuck and Illidan, you guys, you rolled pretty decently. So it's not the most believable to the more, well, weathered and experienced actors, but compared to like, the little kid play, pretty not bad. Swanson, you are that little kid play. So like, kind of what you're doing,
I got you covered.
but it's about that believable. So what I would like you all to do now, you are improving the scene as you have no lines that you recall. Two of you remember some of the history. As you can see off to the side, a low bagpipe begins to play, cueing, which the little goblinoid is sitting there playing this massive bagpipe that is, and she's looking directly at you, Jade, like,
So before that moment happens, do I, with my what I rolled, know what the Goliath warrior Frostbane Ithgar, right?
Uthgar.
Ithgar. Do I know what Ithgar? We know what Ithgar looks like.
Massive Goliath. I mean, you wouldn't know specifically what he looked like. You just know of him.
Okay. So the one thing is part of my poshness is that I've gone to theater all my life growing up. That's why I'm extra posh. So before I step out, I'm gonna use alter self to make myself look more like a Goliath warrior from the historical records that I can recall in detail to be as accurate representation as possible.
Mm-hmm.
As I mean, I think I can't change only my appearance, not my voice, but it's okay. I have high enough charisma. As I step out, I am Ross Bang. Very over the top theater style.
Yeah.
Here we stand amongst the moments, the only bastion of our livelihood is just across that veil. And then I will brandish my blades. I will stand and defend to ensure we will not only survive, but thrive. Oh, oh.
And then you can see the goblinoid like motion over at Fuck, and Swanson is like, as like the bagpipes kind of get heavier and more emotional.
Ah!
And I'll cast my wand, and I'll use my wand, and I'll cast pyrotechnics from it. So a bunch of like just or not pyrotechnics. Wow, no, prestidigitation from it. And so you'll see like little like flares in the torches and like candles that are around. As I like just like hit different ones, and I'm trying to like get some ambiance, like flares and yeah, rises and darknesses.
Well, and like you can hear like the little kids going like, ooh. And
that
there
one,
are
that
a
one was for
couple
you,
of
buddy.
like there's like this little starry-eyed like little kid at the front. You kind of vaguely recognize them from the children's home earlier before you can see Rizzle coming up from behind and kind of ushering them off and like winking and nodding at you as they're like taking the kids back. You can see the group of them gathering off in the distance. The music begins to get deeper and heavier, and now you can look over and you see the goblin with their feet now up like banging on a drum. So they're trying to like one-man band this, and there's this goblinoid playing the bagpipe and like banging their feet on a drum and like motioning obviously at Illidan.
Okay, I will try to peacock myself and just stand up as big as I can with the hammer and like walk real slow. Who dares disturb my house, bitches?
There's like a little brrrt in the bagpipe as you say this. As like one of the mothers looks over and goes, "They were children."
Sorry, I got into it. Sorry.
It is I, the hero. You have scorned enough of the land, the people, and you will suffer. And then we'll like spark the blades using my green flame blade but altering its color to be like this blue frost appearance.
Ooh. And there's like cheering. Kill him! Cut his fucking head off!
Ildren gets a little into it, and so I'm gonna slam the hammer down, and at the same time, I'm gonna cast Thunderwave.
Oh my
god!
Okay.
So I need a con save from the three of them.
Oh no,
Oh god.
I don't like that.
Oh no.
No, actually, because Jade is super into this. As you slam the hammer,
wait.
it starts to shake. Immediately takes both blades and sparks them in an X and slams it down. I get as a lunar elf, I get a free casting of Counterspell.
Hmm?
And I'm just going to cancel the Thunderwave because I do anything for theater.
So there's like so much buildup as you slam this hammer and it just goes. Psh. You can hear laughing in the crowd.
It happens to everybody.
Try to use foul magic against me. You do not deserve such power. You shall fall by my blade. And I do apologize because Jade is super into this, more than Jade probably should be. I'm going to roll a d6 to see how into this we're about to be.
Well, and I will say that like obviously the music starts to pick up and it sounds like you know, it's like it's clearly combat music, as like you can see somebody behind throwing glitter, like trying to make it look like magic and things are happening and like pointing at you, Swanson, like so the glitter is like flying over Swanson.
I just keep casting like prestidigitation from the wand and like doing. What's the next one I'm gonna do? I'm gonna, you know what? This one I'm gonna cast it, and as the glitter flies out, I'm gonna use it to soil. Oh my God, Rona! I just forgot your character's name.
Illidan.
Illidan's pants, and then just go, ha! And that's it.
What I want to do takes 10 minutes to cast.
In the moment of clarity, recognizing, oh wait, there's music around me. I'm gonna reach into my vest pocket and pull out a set of bird pipes and start playing a marching tune. Attack!
Yeah, we're gonna just go ahead and as throwing one of the blades is going to try and lightning lure Aldrin to get like the bull close. I need a strength saving throw.
Okay, hold on.
God.
I have things.
The goblinoid female's like eyes are like bigger somehow as this is going on. You can see just a look of confusion to an extent as they are still just like banging away on the drum and playing the bagpipes.
Because I think as much as Jade remembers, this fight was the hero's big fight.
Mm-hmm. And they do, yeah.
Strength.
You know they died in combat.
What am I doing? I'm sorry.
Strength save.
A strength saving throw.
Oh, my strength is really good. What the heck? Oh crap! Shit, I rolled a 1. So not good enough.
Okay.
I'm just not talking.
So what are
Well,
you
it-
doing? And then describe how this is a natural 1 for Illidan.
So what's the move? I'm sorry. What's the move? Describe the move.
It literally throws like this lash of lightning energy that's supposed to grab onto you and pull you towards me. That's how the
Okay.
spell works.
So in honor of theater, I will accept it, thinking that like, oh, this is gonna look awesome, and I'm like, and then
You get flung not only like towards you, Jade, but like to you. Like all of the sudden Illidan is like coming at you and I need a dexterity saving throw to see if you can dodge
If I remembered, the hero dies in this fight, I will automatically fail.
Okay, so just what happens? So Illidrant, you are snagged and you just like "Bleh," like go ragdoll and you just ragdoll into Jade and just pile drive. Um, and there's just a loud cracking and a fumble.
Uthgar, no!
Oh, I got. I can heal you. I can heal you, Uthgar. And I'll run up and I'll try to, I'll like go up and like start to touch Jade and just be like, all right,
You look, the goblinoid is like,
Super dramatic.
I'm
Must fight. Go on. Without me, there isn't time.
I will avenge you!
As
And
I'm laying on
I'm
top
gonna take a
of
swing at
Jaden,
the frost giant.
I am gonna whisper,
Do
be
it.
like, "Am I supposed to die?"
Wooden axe in tow.
oh god. Well, as you ask this, you just see Fuck coming up from behind with the axe. You have advantage on this attack.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
he's
perfect.
prone. He's prone. Shit.
Excellent. So that's gonna be a 16 to hit.
It hits.
That hits.
How much damage does
it's
a wooden
just-
axe do?
It's just like I will say. So you come up and you swing and you just that wooden axe is not made for heavy hitting, and you hit him like square between the shoulder blades, and the like axe just breaks off.
That checks.
Like 1 point of bludgeoning damage. It's a crick in the neck, and everyone just starts cheering, and you can see the goblinoid like.
Uthgar will be avenged!
And you see this very, very elderly, like elvish looking person leaning over to their friend who also looks to be an elderly elf, which in the world of Ecriom means they're really old. Like leans over and you can hear them say, "That's not how I remember it."
Swanson's gonna put his hands on Jade's neck to like pretend like he's taking a pulse, and then he's gonna look up and go, "Fuck! I think he's dead. I think Uthgar is dead. Fuck."
There are children present.
Oh, no. Oh shit. Fuck. No, not you. Fuck.
What?
Fuck. And I'm just gonna walk off stage.
You just hear the bagpipe go ring as like Griselda, and that concludes the show. Thank you all so much. Enjoy the rest of Festivus. You mother! I just like she like comes after you walking off. You potty mouth, bad. What? Upside your head. Here's your gold. Throws like a bag. You, Spiky, like adjusting the glasses. I thought you were purple. I guess I was wrong. Anyways, here you go. Good axe swinging. Frost
There's one thing
giant
I'm good at.
bubble. You need help, but here's your gold anyways. And you tall, dark, and broody. I loved everything you gave. A little over the top, but I'm here for it. Especially on the small stage. Here's your gold. If you need an agent, call me.
Jade,
If you look at the you look at the card, by the way, and it says Griselda Grisabella Grizzlehorn. And there's just like the little laughy cry face on there.
I
That
love
was delightful.
Speak for yourself.
You know,
Oh, I got really into that at the end there. That was actually a lot more fun than I thought it would be.
her. Yeah,
And then, like in a moment of panic, I like open my sort of vest and check, and I do check on Ronan fox. It's a teacup fox that I keep inside of my jacket. That is my animal companion, and check and see if he's okay. I think he's alright.
Yeah, you look and it's just like this tiny little fox head just pokes out and like kind of looks at you and its ears just go.
Right? I know. Here, have some cider.
It sniffs it and then starts like and just kind of like dips back into your cloak there.
That was probably for the best. That thing would have probably died.
You do see as this begins to come to a close, there's a gathering of people down kind of between two buildings. There seems to be a couple of people frantically running, but there is a small huddle in the distance.
Are they talking at all? Can I make out any words?
I mean, there's definitely talking. It seems almost quieted, as though they're not trying to alert everybody within.
I am observant.
Servants. Then do roll for me real quick. I just want to see, because actually it doesn't say if you can see lips moving. You can. Isn't that what observant does?
Yeah. If oh, that's. If you can see a creature's mouth while it is speaking a language you understand, you can interpret what it's saying by reading its lips.
You can see as somebody turns around, they're going. You can see them say, "He's dead. Get the doctor."
Hey guys, I think, and I'm gonna point over there. I think somebody just died. Not 100% sure. But yeah, they said doctor, and they said dead. I know for sure. And I'll just like hop off the stage and like start walking through the crowd over there. If I can snag another cider, I'll snag it for the road.
Oh yeah, easily. Like if you walk anywhere near like Buddha Goliath's stand, he just hands them to you. Like at this point, you can tell he's like his face is kind of purple, and he is just this big. I mean, what is it? The spirit of Christmas present. Like this Goliath is just emanating jolly, and just keeps passing.
Hey! Wait on up there! And I'm gonna run to catch up, grabbing a cider of my own on the way out.
You can see that the snow is also starting to fall a little heavier. It's still light. It's not really quite building up on the ground. It's just a light dusting.
I'll look over to Jay and I'll be like, looks like our performance knocked him dead. I gotta quit doing the cider. And then I'll just hop off the stage and go along after him.
And Jay just stands on stage a little bit longer, looks around. In a different life. And then follows.
There, like, as you go to get off the stage, there's like this little kid that walks up and just like hands you this book. And on the front of it, it's like written in crown, but it's like literally like it's set like Uthgar's story. Like it's all written, and it was clearly like something this kid had put together. It was like, I wrote a book.
Grabs it.
Hands you a crown.
Grabs it.
You want to sign it for me? I didn't ever think I'd get to meet the real one.
Takes it. Opens. Without like breaking eye contact. Signs. Closes. Hands back both.
That's really cool. Thank you. Like sidesteps, like not losing eye contact.
Takes a moment, looks up. But not this life. Follows the rest of the party.
As you look up, make another nature check for me.
Nature's in the sky. That's a 14.
A 14. That star looks really bright.
The star's making me nervous now.
Do you follow? So you follow the party. Swanson, you're the first to arrive.
All right, doctor's here. How can I be of assistance to any of you fine folk?
You don't remind me of the doctor. The doctor's much older.
I'm from the next county over.
Oh, I was gonna say, because you don't have boobs.
I don't think
Well,
that's a
I'm
qualification.
just a little flat chested.
Our doctors of a female. It was a joke trying to make light. Okay. As like you look over, and there is a blood splatter amidst like just a little bit of snow over a small body, and there is a sheet covering it.
Swanson throws up.
Okay. Some doctor you are.
I all right, for the record, I never said I was a good doctor, just that I was a doctor.
He's pretty mad. It's fine.
I'm going into chiropractic.
So you're one of them fake doctors. Got you. Okay. Like,
Look,
Oh.
Doctor, you just wasted perfectly good cider right there.
may I help you? Are you here to evaluate the situation, or
Can I take a look? I kind of do have a knowledge of this sort of stuff.
Sure. As you approach, you see a couple of people lock eyes with you and begin whispering to themselves as the group of you are now gathered. You
Do I pick up on anything that they say? Like not conversations, but words or anything like that?
No, it's just they're very
Just
quietly.
whisper.
Like it is like super even mouth covered. You pull back the sheet.
Yeah, I'm looking for very obvious signs of cause of death and things like that. Nothing too
Okay.
too
Well,
strenuous.
the first thing you notice as you pull back this sheet, and this is Jade about when you finally kind of your party culminates. This is Rizzle. And immediately it is very obvious as there is a massive slash from here to here.
I have determined the cause of death.
Oh, I did ya?
Yeah, it was.
No blood, maybe?
What the
Okay.
me? We just saw him like not even what, like 10 minutes ago?
As you can see this large Goliath begin to walk up behind you, Jade. Big, kind of leather pauldrons with like fur coming off of them. So you were the last to see it.
Well, I mean, unless you count the children that were there as well, that's entirely, they were probably the last ones to see him, but we did see him just recently after he paid us for the job we did.
Did you just blame the murder on the? Okay.
I mean,
So you had
look,
some
we
kind
can't rule
of-
them out as a possibility, am I right?
So you had some kind of business arrangement.
We were
Well,
helping the
sure.
kids. Everyone, calm down. I'm gonna divert my attention back to him. Just see if I can see any kind of like, just a little deeper look, just to see if I can determine anything else about the apparent murder.
There are multiple, like, as you look further, there are multiple bruises across the face. You will notice there are parts of him that seem frostbitten.
And where is he in location to where we saw him?
The last you saw, so you turned in your quest
Mhm.
back at the children's home, and you did briefly see them during the performance, as there was one of the kids up there, and you could see them corralling the children as they like winked at you and went back.
Okay, so he was okay.
And actually, with that, do me a favor and roll me an insight check.
Kit, is this something that I could guide him on?
This is something you may either guide him or you may also make one.
Um,
Because you were all standing there. Anybody that would have paid attention to Rizzle.
I'm gonna do it myself. I think. I get a better bonus. Plus, I have my goggles on.
Mhm.
Let's see.
Eh, I'm too
I rolled
dumbfounded
pre-
at the
I rolled
notion
pretty
of
well.
murderous children.
Get a roll.
Jade is still the alternative life that they could have lived.
Yeah.
Nope.
17.
17. As you're sitting there and you're contemplating these things, like you notice several more figures that are very large in build, wearing similar armor, begin to pile in kind of behind you and almost fence off this. It's not quite an alleyway, it is between two buildings, but you can see them kind of closing off exits, as it were. And you
Do I
can
get
see
like
one
the
of the.
sort of apprehension, like
Yeah, a little bit, because people are starting to watch now. As you see, one of the people that had previously been talking behind your back says, "See, I told you they were the last ones to see him." Illadrin, you remember seeing Rizzle during the play, and you remember them winking at you. You remember Rizzle having very bright blue eyes. During the play, when Rizzle winked at you, you took note of the beautiful, vibrant green that they were.
I'm not going to say any of that. I'm just going to stand up and turn around and say, it's definitely a murder. I think we should get the whatever you
Primary
guys call
suspects.
authorities.
Oh, you mean as one of them, like, sitting there, like, big pelt on their shoulders?
Well,
If I may, we have a bit of an alibi here. We were up on the stage performing quite elegantly for you fine folk. So we couldn't have been up there and over here at the same time.
Who's to say you didn't do it before to hide your tracks?
Because I was too busy getting sloshed on cider.
You and everybody. Liable excuse, alright. It only takes one.
ask the lady with the glasses. She came up to us at the cart and we went straight from there to the stage. I mean, that makes up all of our time.
So then the last time you saw them was at the children's home.
Yes, which is not where he is now dead. So you got some holes. That's what I'm saying.
Like, snaps his fingers as one of the other bulky figures walks off towards the children's home.
Crunch. 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 As Fuck takes a bite of the mug.
Never mind.
Better alibis, or you?
I mean, we were.
No, I just eat when I'm getting asked questions.
Do me a favor. Follow me. If you are to be trusted, stay within sight. Hmm?
Nothing to hide.
As, like, slowly backs away and, like, motions towards, like, the center of town. And there is, like, a long bench out by the great hearth.
I'm just going to lean over to Jaden and just kind of out of the side of my mouth say that I don't think that's the same cop.
No? Well, we have a situation.
Yeah.
Motions towards the bench for you all to sit.
Yeah, I mean, there's
Brunch.
no, yeah, I'll be, no need to be aggressive. We'll just sit down. No big deal. Nothing to hide.
As
Jade
the-
does not sit.
Does not
Most
sit.
of us will sit down.
Just stay here. Don't be that guy.
Sitting while being accused while having my armaments is uncomfortable. Like taking note of the heavy armor. It's not suited for just sitting continuously.
I met somebody like you once.
I doubt that.
No, very broody.
Not broody. I just simply believe that you, amongst many people, are ignorant of circumstances
Nope.
scared to live your truest
uh,
life and therefore stuck in situations that demean your value. And just because you're experiencing a state of your life that has no worth to it, does not mean that
Mhm.
you could use that to insult others. So using your minuscule amount of power to
Mhm.
devalue
Yeah.
mine simply just puts you in a state that you feel better, but you will go home, be lonely, and drink yourself into a pit of despair over time as slowly the people you do care about reveal that they care not about your existence, for that is all you have left for you. But I suppose I digress. Continue with your facsimile of life or what remains of it.
Listen, he had a lot
that was
of
a.
water.
I am gonna go get another pint.
No,
I knew you had a party animal in you.
now listen here. As like goes to motion to say something, and the other person that had left to the children's home comes running back. They're all gone. They're not there. We don't. They're missing. As you see him immediately turn back, and as he turns back, you hear this sharp whistle erupt above you. There is a thum, and a massive cold wind rushes down from the bluff overhead and just overwhelms all of you. I need everybody to make Constitution saving throws for me, please, really quick.
Taryn, your dice hate me even when I'm playing with them.
Question: is this a spell?
This is an effect.
I ask because I have something specific against
Yeah,
spells.
this is not a spell per se.
Cool. Thank you. Just had to make sure.
Swanson?
Natural 1 for a total of, what's that? Con would be 3.
Okay. Fuck.
16.
16. Jade?
That's a 17.
17. Illidan?
1-1.
21. So this burst of absolutely frigid air rushes over all of you, and you just hear like this tingle, like that tingling kind of chittering sound of ice just roll. And there is a gust of white and silver. And as you all open your eyes, there is just snow and icefall covering the entire town. The hearth is but barely smoldering. There are numerous people around you completely entombed in ice, frozen in place. Others only half frozen, screaming now as their bottom halves are frozen to the ground beneath them. Some completely unfazed behind something that's blocked, as three of you are relatively cold but unfazed. Your movement is reduced by 10 feet. However, Swanson, your feet are currently anchored to the ground, covered in ice. The Goliath that was leaning forward to talk to you is completely frozen in place in front of you. As people begin to scream and call, and there is a bright, radiant light emanating from the top of the bluff above the town.
His despair came
What?
unexpected.
Uh,
You can either use an action to try to break yourself free, or you can ask for help, by the way.
hey, fuck. You mind giving one? No,
Oh, yeah, sure, I gotcha. I'm gonna take a whack at the ice.
Okay. I'll say, I mean, relatively, like, you bust out the ice, and again, right now it's pretty cold, so your movement... wait, who rolled? Wasn't there somebody that rolled above a 20?
I did a roll 21.
Okay,
Yeah.
so everybody else, your movement speed is reduced by 10. Illidan, you're fine.
I also, just for future reference, have a ring of warmth. So I'm
Oh,
super
smart. You cheeky
good.
bastard.
It pays to have your sister be the DM.
Yeah. So you find yourselves now looking around as people are panicking, and you can see people trying to take warm coals to people to try to start trying to thaw and checking on everyone. And all you see above
So
is that singular bright star that had caught your attention earlier, Jade, is pulsing. It appears as close as the sun, and there is a radiant silver blue light emanating on the top of the bluff.
Classic Mad Cow Rising.
The star. Fascinating. We have to investigate.
I'm also, it caught my attention because right before the gentleman was running up saying they're all missing. Where's he at? The guy that was saying that? Is he frozen?
He is like half frozen to the ground, one of the people screaming.
Okay, so I'm gonna go over there and try to help him, but also try to garner some information. So as I'm sort of just chipping away, I only have a knife. So I'll just say, what's missing? What's going on? What's missing?
The children, they're gone.
That's what I thought. So I'll keep working just a second for
And I'm gonna start running around and start anyone whose lower portion is frozen down, start trying to break them free.
Swanson?
After I'm free, I'm going to pull my goggles like fully down over my eyes, and then I'll walk over to the body of the dead guy and kind of zoom in on him, and I'm going to use my finder's goggles to... Okay, so since he's dead, a dead body is considered an object, yes? Alright, so I'm going to identify the aura of the last creature that touched it. So I need to make a wisdom insight check against a DC 13 plus the number of days since the last contact occurred.
0 days since the last contact.
Perfect. I'm not using... No, I'm going to use your dice. Maybe they're redeemable. What is that? Oh, that's not bad. And I get a D4 for it because I get to add that whenever... So it's a dirty 20 plus 7, so 27.
27. So it says the aura of the...
Yeah, so it says... let me go and find it because there's more to it. You identify the aura of the last creature that touched it. On a success, you learn the creature's type and can immediately use the goggles to cast Locate Creature to find the creature.
Okay. Humanoid.
Okay.
As far as any kind of aura goes, I would say there is an absolute overwhelming aura of chaos and greed.
Okay.
And Fae. But as far as locating creature, you feel this pull in your chest, like from your sternum, deep in the center of your being, pull and point you upwards towards that bluff where that light is emanating.
Yeah, I think Jade is right there. We gotta follow the star, go up the hill.
All right, let's go. We have to the immediate threat, then we have to find the kids.
I will warn you, whatever's up there is insatiably greedy and chaotic. Seems it's weird. I don't normally get a mix of two different things when I do this, but it's a humanoid, but a humanoid that's mixed with a fae of some sort.
Oh, a greedy fae, you don't say.
I mean,
That's rude.
Look, I can make fun of my own people, alright?
Okay, so you begin to head towards the bluff, as there is a winding path that leads up there, but you will notice the temperature around you has dropped. That light dusting of snow is all but gone and is now exchanged for just pelting ice. So, and as you continue to near it and as you get closer, you feel more and more of that just begin to build up. Whatever you're going towards is cold. Getting
Is it
colder.
visually getting harder?
At this point, not visually, only as much as like stuff is kind of stinging your eyes, but as an actual visibility, no.
Okay.
It's just real cold.
Well, just kind of retcon a little bit because I probably would sense that it may be as the closer we get. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, at the body, I'm going to be shaped into a wolf and get that thing's scent. So that way when we go, if we get lost, I can try to find it again. So that's
Okay.
what I'm going to do.
Awesome. So you and your wolf now.
Yeah.
begin
And
to-
my teacup fox will be riding on my
Teacup fox. You're a teacup fox. Oh my god. As the party begins to make their way up there, we are going to take a quick 5-10 minute break. And we'll be back. So Logan, let's take it away with the giveaway real quick.
Do we want to give people a moment to enter
Till the end of the break,
until
right?
the end of the break? When we come back, we can announce it. Perfect.
Yeah. So
All right.
do the thing. What's the word?
It's red hair in, all one word. Put it in chat. It'll automatically get you a ticket to win this Umbral Oculus D20 that I have here. It's pink with black
It's
ink
cool.
on it.
It's kind of
pretty.
frosty.
It's pretty cool. It's got a little bit of frostiness to it. Yeah, no, it's one of my. I saved it for last because it was one of the ones that was rolling good for me until today. So now it can be yours because I pawn off all of Taryn's dice that roll poorly for me.
have this pre-cursed dice.
Yeah.
I will say the mailing shipping actually just decurses it for you.
It does.
Just so
I
you
mean,
know. Because everybody else that's had them, including Daniel from Dragon Rock, apparently rolls natural 20s like crazy. So
yeah, but he's. Yeah.
okay, cool. Well, we'll be back from our break shortly. Stick around, enter in the giveaway, and we'll see what awaits the party. Hey everybody, welcome back to our holiday special, and congratulations Kelty4 on the giveaway. Reach out to Logan in the Discord or wherever and we'll get the dice sent to you. And maybe it'll kill him tonight and that'll be extra luck. So this party has rolled into town after delivering 12 platinum pendants to the local children's home here, after a wealthy patron in Deepwell had sent them this way to hopefully give those children seed money for their futures. After completing it and receiving their pay, they just decided to kick back and grab some cider, but got swept up by Griselda Grisabella Grizzlehorn, amateur actor, and kind of got swept onto stage. Some of them realizing maybe in another life, things would have been different. Maybe they would have been William Shatner for all we know at this point. And gave a performance of Uthgar Frostbane and the last battle that, of course, this town is named for. As everyone is gathered, was still gathering, enjoying the festivities, sharing family stories and folklore with young and old, commotion happened. You all saw that there was a dead body, only to recognize them as Rizzle, the patron of the children's home that you had previously attended. After briefly being kind of accused that maybe it was you, a cold wind and ice gale rushed over the town, leaving most people frozen, half frozen, and now in a panic. The star that you had seen multiple times in the night now is glowing almost as large as the sun. There is a blue aura over everything, and there is a bright light emanating from the top of the bluff. After investigating the body with some special goggles, you get the feeling whatever you're looking for is up there. Getting an absolute sense of chaos and greed, you begin to pursue one of you in wolf form with a toy fox on you, which is just important to note, I guess. So the party begins to head that direction and you begin to make your way up. Go ahead and everybody just make quick, let's do whatever skill you would use in traversing this somewhat tumultuous, kind of not great tumultuous
What
terrain.
type of terrain is it?
So the walkway is a foot wide, point blank, a foot wide, and bits of it are now slick with ice. It's kind of rocky. It's made so that
But is this
really
are we walking up like mountainous terrain or?
it's like that zigzag up the side, just back and forth, fairly steep. It's almost mountain goat ready, okay?
Gotcha. Okay, so that is a favorite terrain of mine.
Be prepared. I don't like it.
No, I
Yeah,
made
you did
one
your
missed
homework.
call,
The
I
rest of us
think.
didn't.
No, I think I did one missed call because I had an inkling that I knew Taryn well enough to pick a favorite enemy, but I think I'm wrong.
Um, it, I would, I think, presuming that it's like a hard area to climb, is it something that I use athletics to kind of
Yeah.
scale we're going through?
If we're traveling for an hour or more in the mountain, then the difficult terrain does not slow our group's travel, and we can't become lost.
Okay. Well,
Um,
all I will say is you can use whatever skill as long as you can justify what that skill would be used for.
And Rangers, just in case. That's a
but
24.
that doesn't mean we can't fail dramatically at climbing it.
This is also true.
That's a 24 athletics just to brute force monkey climbing. I am Billy Goat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a 25 for a similar check for me.
Okay.
I'm
Uh,
going to do. Also, go ahead.
No, you go first.
I'm going to do perception to try to find the easiest path up the mountain for the rest of the group.
Okay.
And that's a 24.
With that, everybody has advantage.
Ooh.
Well, if you're going first and you're calling that, saying that you're leading
Yeah,
the
I'm
way.
the wolf. I'm in the wolf form too, so I'm kind of just trotting ahead.
I think
26.
Yeah.
Swanson would be using his boots of springing and striving. Oh god, springing and striding
Springing and
to
scribing. Yeah.
to like just kind of bounce from like whenever he sees a rock that is up above the snow and ice, he'll like jump on top of it and then use that as a platform to hop from one to the next to the next, very acrobatically, if you would allow that.
Yeah. So I have 3 successes thus far.
Acrobatics is gonna be I got an 18 plus 7 for a 25.
Okay, so you are all stellar at this. So you guys, you can describe how you're climbing up this mountain, or we can just accept that you just go. Billy Groat's gruff over here, just powering up with them thighs, I imagine, just completely thick with 3 C's, just powering up as Jade, gracefully agile, just bounding. You have a wolf literally leading your way up the mountain at this point as Swanson, you kick into overdrive with your magic boots and kind of mimic the other two, but you're tiny. So it's more comedic. It's almost like this, there's grasshoppers bounding and there's this little one just springing after.
Well, I'm also still slightly drunk too, so like
It's crooked.
yeah, it's like I'm my hop pattern is like I start high and then I end, yeah, so I'm going up for height instead of length.
Yeah. But you do eventually crest the edge of the bluff. The air is insanely cold. It bites, it burns your nostrils at this point as to how cold it is. As you peer up over the edge of this bluff, across the way, you see a small figure standing before some form of like ice-pillared altar. The star above you now see approaching closer as there is almost a face appearing in this star. You can see small mounds around this altar. This humanoid figure is very short, maybe no more than 3 feet tall. There's a slight glimmer of a familiar platinum iridescence coming from each of the mounds. As this star pulses and grows closer, you now see almost some sort. A face is a strong word, as there is a figure to it. There is no mouth, but almost ribbons and rows of this energy pulsing and cycling. And in these ribbons, there are numerous eyes. Similar almost to like more realistic renditions of certain angels or seraphim, as there are just these rotating, pulsing ribbons of energy just approaching this figure as this cloak falls back. And before you, there is a short, pointed-eared humanoid with black hair and a shock of white running through it. And you can hear them muttering something, but the wind is just too strong for you to hear.
Can I read their lips from where we're at?
You cannot. You can hear there's some kind of chanting because the wind seems to be circling around them. And as you sit here, you can now see like these silver flecks of ice are actually circling around this area. And they are growing stronger.
So I'm gonna get some goosebumps on the back of my neck around this presence here. How far away are we currently?
At this point, I would say you're at least 50 feet away.
Perfect. I'm going to, in that weird sense of instinct, use my magic awareness to try and see if I can identify if there's a spell or anything going on around this presence.
Okay. It's not so much a spell as it is magical in nature. It's more of it's not quite a spell, or at least not one that you're familiar with, as much as it is a ritual of summoning of some kind.
Just FYI, I'm dropping form once we get up there.
I don't know what that is, but I got a bad feeling about this.
I'm gonna reach over to Fuck, and I'm gonna cast Long Strider on him.
Okay.
From them. And
Whoa.
it hold on. Lasts for an hour, and your speed increases by 10.
Oh, excellent. Hey, thanks, buddy. And I'm going to give you a thwop to your shoulder. And when I do so, you get this interesting little tingle and then a warmth inside of you as you feel bolstered. For 10 minutes, you
Gives
get
you
a...
tingles.
Yes, I gave you some fuck tingles. for, for 10 minutes, you can add a D3 on any attack rolls or ability checks.
I
Fuck
love
yeah.
that I broke all of you. This is the
Fuck
best
yeah.
thing ever.
I love that you made me mute to put a marker in for fuck tingles. Literally half
For
the
fuck tingles
half
sake.
the markers I've done in like half the clips I've done in the last week and a half have been Eddie saying something suggestive.
Something.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just where we're at.
Yep.
In fact, you know what? I'm feeling generous. Let's give this all a rest. And I spread the joy to the rest of my party members.
You get fucked.
You
get
spread
the
the
fucking joy.
you spread the fuck tickle or tingles. Is that like do I
You know
need
what?
to be
Spread the
do,
fuck joy.
do I need to go see a doctor? Like
Oh my god.
So everyone gets a D3 on attack and ability rolls.
a D3?
Everybody take those.
A D3?
Everybody take
a D3.
take those extra Ds.
Like, I
use
guess
the
that would be a
D6.
D6 divided
Okay.
by 2. I don't know.
What?
Sorry.
That's
what?
a
Yeah.
thing?
Take the extra Ds. We're good.
Oh,
Okay.
good,
so
yes.
yes.
Uh,
Okay.
So
So
we-
as you begin to bolster, you see that this spectral figure from that star that you had witnessed earlier is growing closer
hey,
to
I
a
don't
point where it's more visible. Like you can actually distinguish those features better.
I don't think we want that to happen.
And I will say there's no mouth, only another eye where a mouth would be.
Of course, thank you.
You're welcome for that.
Real quick, the mounds that you mentioned, are they earthen mounds, or are they just they look like the
They're just right now, all you can tell is like there's kind of like a mound of snow
Of
or
something.
ice. And there's like you can tell that the pendants are there because you can recognize that glimmer. You don't know what they are. You're too far away at this point because it's too flat. Like, you don't have enough of a viewpoint to tell. They look small, like probably not much taller than that person.
I'm just gonna shout. Shout, hey, what are you doing?
The figure lowers their hands and turns around. Well, this is really rude. And like turns back to the like spectral figure. I suppose it's time to prove yourself. As you hear this on the wind.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Can I?
If you want this gift, prove it.
That's ominous, yeah.
As the small figure, now apparently somewhat gnomish in appearance, kind of like lightly runs their hands across their shoulders, and this icy visage kind of appears across them.
Yep, nope, don't like that. So, anyone else have anything against me going up and beating the hell out of that thing?
No.
They
but-
hold their hand up, and a icicle appears in their hand as they swish it.
Here's a shot for everybody, and I'm gonna pull like a couple little like mini shot glasses, like shot things with stoppers in them, and that's how I'm gonna cast bless on you all. So you need to drink them, or else you won't get blessed. So drink the damn shot. There is not animals in it. I swear to God, if you ask me
It's
about
just real
animals.
quick. No, okay, all right.
Right,
go.
there's-
Oh,
No animal.
No,
life,
I slaughtered goats in order to make sure that this bless was effective. No, I went and got some of my special brew and put it in vials, and here you go.
I eat the whole shot. And I do specify I eat the shot.
All right, I wanted the vial back because I only had 3 of those, but that's okay.
Jade's going to take a quick moment to scoop a small bit of the snow. Just a quick purify to chill it so it's pure enough to then have the drink and have a chilled version, because it's more palpable for Jade that way.
Respect. I appreciate that.
Roll initiative. As
Oh.
the creature, like the little humanoid, leans forward, does like almost a Naruto dash towards you.
I love how this thing was ready to fight, and I was just like, but wait, shots, and it just was like, okay.
Yeah, that was your surprise round?
Yeah.
Wait, this is a surprise round?
No, that was your you.
Okay.
By the
you didn't
Does
By
bless
the-
work on initiative rolls?
do what?
oh yeah, it's an ability. It's an ability, or bless is an ability check or saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, so to that note, you can add a D3 to that as well.
Oh my God.
The and a D4 for bless?
Okay, so that's 15,
I think it's a D4 for bless,
dirty
right?
20, 28. Also,
Okay.
put Red Heron in chat for a full set of
Yeah.
Homunculus dice.
Yes, for a full set of beautiful, beautiful, sparkly blue babies.
Also, donate to our Tiltify here that's in chat as well for to help me on my adventures on Thursday, so that way I don't die in the first 30 minutes.
Or don't and do watch that happen.
Yeah, or well, you can and just help Renee. In that case, I die faster.
Somebody reroll.
Do what now?
I want to reroll.
Oh no.
No.
I'm sorry, it's not a
This is
D4.
the
It's
best-
attack
this is
rolls and saving
singularly
throws.
the best roll I could have made.
No
Attack-
D4.
No D4. It's attack rolls and saving throws. My bad.
Okay,
Oh,
but you
okay.
still get
Even
the
so.
D3 though.
Yeah.
Okay, so Swanson, where are we at?
28 minus
Yeah.
3, 25 would be the total.
25. Okay. Jade.
I rolled a 1 on initiative plus 1, but I also rolled a 1 on the bless, and I rolled a 1 on the thing on the D3, and I was like, oh, just one's all doesn't count, so it's a 3.
Oh no.
Uh-huh. Fuck.
So that's where
14.
I'm at.
And
So I rolled perfect on every dice roll, but we not counting the D4.
Not
Yeah,
counting
not
the
not
D4.
counting the D4.
So natural 24, 27.
Okay. Let me write this down. Take the little note. How the hell did I was like so proud of Riff Raff's initiative. And now I'm sad.
Good.
I actually rolled rolled natural 20, 4 on the bless, 6 on the D6. And then a
6 on the
half.
D. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then wrapping up the initiative. No, Jade.
It's rare that you see a D3. That one threw me for a minute.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Yeah.
What subclass are you?
Wild Magic Barbarian.
Oh shit.
Yeah, nobody does D3s hardly ever.
I've never seen.
But here we are. Okay, so top of the round. I will say that this figure has made 20 feet of movement towards you. So at this point, you are about 30 feet away. And we'll start with Illadrin.
Okay. So first things first. Bonus action Hunter's Mark. And just out of curiosity, what type of enemy or creature is it?
This is Fae. If you're really trying, it's a Fae, ultimately.
I debated. Anyway, I was wrong. So I'm going to Hunter's Mark it. I'm going to move back, or sort of at a diagonal, I guess, because we're kind of on the precipice of this thing. So the way I envision it is just sort of, we'll say to the left of it, 35 feet, and I will. I don't want to be the first. Okay, so I'm gonna hold my action. I'm gonna ready an arrow in my longbow, but I don't want to be the first to fire. I just because I'm not 100% sure what's going on just yet. So I will ready an action until they make an offensive or an aggressive move.
Okay. We'll do that. Swanson.
I'm gonna look at him and wait. You're charging at us. It wasn't enough of a.
Not in and of itself.
All right, fuck, and I'm just gonna run straight at it.
What?
And as yeah, no, that wasn't all right. And he is going to just run straight at it. But as he does, he's going to like skirt and slide around to the back of this thing. And I'll make my first 2 attacks. The first one is a miss. The second one is a 14 to hit.
14 does not hit.
Cool. I'm gonna key point for flurry blows. So I spend a key point for that, and then I get 2 more. So that's a 19 for a 26 and a 18 for a 25.
Yep.
Cool. So that's going to be 2d6. Oh shit, I get hang on. I wasn't rolling my bless. Oh wait, I didn't bless myself. I blessed them. Never mind, because I'm a good friend. I'm a good friend.
You do have a
Aw.
D3 though.
I do. Wait, I do on attack rolls?
On attack rolls and abilities checks.
Oh shit. Okay, so 14. That was a 1, so 15. 15 doesn't hit, does it? Okay, but the other 2 do, so it doesn't matter. That's going to be 2d6. Where's my other d6? There it is. 6 and 1, 7. Plus 3 as I pop him twice in the back. And he was how far away from us?
So at this point, they were like 30 feet from you.
Okay, so I still have 15-ish feet of movement. Plus, with my tipsy sway, I get an additional 10. So I'd have 25 feet of movement. How can I get to that other person, the humanoid that was past the ice figure?
Well, not like so that the person that rushed at you was the humanoid figure.
Oh, it was the
Then there
humanoid
are
figure,
the
and then
mounds.
there's the...
Then there's like a spectral something massive going on in the sky.
Gotcha. I confused the spectral person with the humanoid.
Yeah, no.
I'm going to dash to the altar then. Like, I'll use the last 25 to make my way to the altar.
Yeah.
I get disengage as part of my tipsy sway, so
Yeah.
no attack of opportunity there.
As you pass this figure, you now see an absolutely feminine gnomish form. Like the green eyes, you now recognize from earlier at the play, the winking. Those are the same green eyes that you had seen. As like you run by, your eyes lock briefly as you manage to like drunkenly bob and weave out of the way of a rapier swipe. And you book it towards the altar. As you get to the altar, you're leaping and bounding, and you take a massive leap to get to this altar. And as you do, you leap over one of these mounds. And as you're doing so, you see the children from the home encased in ice with the platinum pendant on their chests. As you like hit the altar and kind of slide.
All right. Hey, wait, hang on. Can I do that? Can I be like, hey, kids?
I will.
Like,
I will allow you to. Yeah, I will say as long as you keep it under 5 words. Like, bit.
Hey, kids, mounds. Found them.
You see the little green-eyed figure whip back and look at you. And
Uh-oh.
we're gonna.
I'm gonna let you decide when to give it to me, but I would
Yeah, I mean,
personally think that was an aggressive action if I heard that the kids were encased in ice. Just
okay. Then make your go ahead.
okay.
I'll allow that. I mean, that's fairly aggressive. Encasing children in ice.
I was looking for them earlier, so let me check one thing here real fast because I don't play Hunter very often. Okay. So first bow attack. Is it what do we add? Oh, I got a D3 on top of that.
Yeah.
24 to hit.
Yeah.
And then 1d6. Yeah. All right. So sorry. That'll be 12 plus 1, so 13 points of damage for the first attack.
Okay.
And then the second attack is a 19 to hit.
That does hit.
8 plus 1 again, so 9 points of damage in the second hit.
Okay. All right. So these arrows lodge into her shoulder as she looks immediately to you, Illadrin, and casts Eldritch Blast. That is going to be a 22 to hit on the first one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That is then 11 points of Eldritch Blast owie. Then turns back towards you, Swanson, as the other two blast out at you. That is going to be a 24 and a 23 to hit.
Am I allowed to say no?
No.
All right. Cool. Then
Yes, but you'd be wrong.
That is 7 points and 15 points.
What? Hang on. Oh, okay, Eldritch Blast. Damn it, I can't deflect missile with that. So 15 plus 7. Oh my god.
And then They will.
Okay, that's good.
All you see, the figure just wave their hand, and a just snowfall happens, and they appear right next to you, Swanson, with the blade drawn. And that is their turn. And then I need everybody on this initiative count to make a Constitution saving throw as a pulse emanates from the large spectral figure above you. Constitution saving throws the way around.
This the same one as that was earlier, so it's not a spell.
This is not a spell. This is an effect.
Thank you.
You get a D4 on this for saving throws for bless. My bless is still up from both those attacks, by the way. So 15, 16, 17.
23.
Do we get your D3? Eddie?
It's only for ability checks, not saving throws.
Okay, cool. Noted. That's a 7 or 16 or 15, 17 for Swanson.
Okay.
I had to do math. For con save, that's 25.
Okay. Jade.
23.
Illadrin.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. 10.
10. So this cold air rushes through. It chills you right to the bone. You all manage to shake it off except for you, Illadrin. Your movement speed is reduced by 10 feet. And that is 1 point. Just take note of one frost marker.
Okay.
Okay, and then it is fuck.
Uh,
It is fuck.
It is fuck. How far away is
From you at this
Swanson.
point, 50 feet.
Swanson's 50 feet away? How far away is the green-eyed figure?
50 feet. They're this
Oh,
figure appeared
Oh,
almost.
that was the one. I thought it was
Yes.
someone else. Okay.
No, so this this small gnomish figure appeared almost nose to nose in front of Swanson.
Perfect.
Like-
Perfect.
Swanson looked away and looked back, and suddenly there's poof of ice and snow, and then very serious green eyes, just
Look, I could forgive you for all the snow and the mess and the trouble you put us through, but you do not fuck with my friend. And I'm going to charge straight towards this individual who is 50 feet away, you said? So I am going to do my 55 feet of movement speed thanks to Long Strider and just run straight at this thing and go into a rage.
okay.
And as I go into a rage,
Yeah.
all of a sudden, my hair begins to glow, assortment of different colors. That glow translates to my eyes, which go from red to blue to green, and then they go black. And when the moment that they go black, a pulse of black energy emanates its way towards the individual, and let's see. They make a con save.
Okay, that is an 18.
I believe an 18 would succeed. It doesn't give me a DC on here. I don't know what the DC. Oh, here it is. It would be my proficiency plus con. Yeah, that would succeed. So they do not take the damage, but I do get some temporary hit points, which was not much because I rolled really poorly. And I'm gonna draw out my glaive and take a swing at this thing.
This is a 3 foot tall, gnome-like a figure.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
By the way.
Oh yeah. No, we're swinging at this thing.
Okay.
Let's see. That is not a great roll. I do get to add that to it though, so that's going to come out to a total of 15.
15. So you swing this glaive, and the figure snaps over backwards, almost like a doll, before whipping back up and just again locking eyes with you as it misses.
I promise this gets worse for you. Second swing. That's going to come out to a much better. That's going to be 21 to hit.
That does hit.
Is this creature undead in any way?
Nope.
Great. Just had to double check that. That's going to be 7 points of slashing damage.
Okay. So you slash across this tiny, poor little gnome. Very innocent, sweet. Anything else on your turn?
Nope, that'll do it.
Legendary action. Claps in the direction of both Swanson and Fuck in a cone, since you're both right there. And I will need you to make Constitution saving throws. They're gonna be dead before you get there, Jade.
Now, is this a spell?
This is a spell.
Great.
Swanson?
Swanson's
Muted?
muted.
Swanson is muted.
I'm muting, but I'm contemplating my existence right now.
Oh
No, I'm
That was Taryn.
no. Let's see. Hang on. Sorry, that was Bless. I'm gonna use that D4 that Eddie so graciously gave me. My 2D4s were better than the roll I got.
no.
Oh,
That was
no.
I rolled a 5, but I got max on the 2D4s. So that's 9 plus 2 for 11. I doubt that saves. I don't.
That does not save.
24.
24 does save, so. Oh, mother.
Thank you, Umbraculous Dice.
That is 11 points of cold damage for Swanson. And your movement speed is halved until the start of my next turn. And with that, you then take 5 points of damage. Fuck.
5 fucking damage.
5 fuck damage. And now, Jade, you see this happening. This is all like you see just this tiny gnomish creature popping up, like all of the chaos. You have heard of the children mounds. You have seen this spectral figure approaching. Do me one favor. As a free action, I need you to make a history check. Because you are an astral.
22.
22. You know that based on your experiences that some stars are not just stars. Some stars are bad things and they will fuck your shit up. You should avoid them. You're beginning to get that feeling.
Now, like most people should avoid them, or I should avoid them.
Like any living thing should avoid certain stars because you know that they're not in fact stars and they move. It dawns on you now in this moment that some stars are not stars but entities. And these entities, these stars, the way that they are recognized is that the stars are not always in the same place. And those that follow those stars almost always end up in peril and misguided.
Do I feel like this specific star thing is one that we could handle, or is this one where I need to try to get us away from it as fast as possible?
You're unsure as to what exactly is going. Like you don't currently know the circumstances and the situation because you know that those entities do not come this close.
Yeah.
The only thing that make an Arcana check.
Yeah, I'm trying to determine if I'm going to try and deal with the star or break the gnome. That's a dirty 20 for Arcana.
Dirty 20. This looks like a ritual of summoning of some kind. These things don't actually appear this close to any living body on the planet. So you're getting ideas something going on here with this magical stuff.
And right now the gnome seems that my target then. We're going to sever the gnome from their mortal coil. How I'm still relatively close because everybody
You're
kind of ran
you're
into.
50 feet. Like, yeah, you guys got up on the and everyone kind of dispersed.
I'm too far away to do anything. God, I hate having to be last. I feel like a cleric. How
Or
am
a
I gonna
wizard.
close? How do I close the distance of 50 feet as a person who walks?
Yeah, I was about
Okay.
to say walk, but I was.
Yeah. Damn.
That's
I didn't want to
true.
have to burn my bonus action to close the distance, but we're gonna have to do that. We are going to walk the 30 feet
Okay.
that I can move. I'm gonna draw both my long swords, spin them, and clasp them in the center and secure them in place for my double-bladed revenant. And there's gonna be astral dust as I explode into like this spectral dust as I use my lunar power to teleport 30 feet, 20-ish, to end up behind her as my blade is engulfed in this divine flame. I am going to smack the living daylights out of her.
Go for it.
That is a 25 to hit.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll do it.
As I like twirl it, it starts to glow in this like vibrant white light before it turns a sharp golden, coalesces and carving. That is going to be a lot of dice as I'm burning a 3rd level spell slot. I'm doing green flame blade in my radiant form. I don't think I have any other damage boosters for this because I had a teleport. A terrible person. That is going to be 37, 42 points of damage.
42 points.
Some is fire, some is radiant, and some is magical slashing. Does any of that matter?
No.
Okay. So I'll break it up if ever I need to.
Yeah, no, that is fine.
And was the spectral figure within 5 feet of the gnome?
No, this spectral figure, this image, is almost this, is kind of almost like a reflection from above. Like it is an immeasurable amount of above you. You just know, like, it's present, but you can't. You literally cannot fathom how close or far it is.
So
When you
I
look
did
at
all
this
that.
thing, your brain does weird shit.
What? I use bonus action in my action. That is all I have. I'm gonna stand right here and hope for the best.
Okay. Top of the round. Kill her and the gift is yours. As that voice emanates, the eye where the mouth would be glows. As this little figure like jolts back to look up, and you see this like flash of fear across their eyes and back at you. Top of the round, Illidan.
Okay, so first thing I am going to command Ronan as a bonus action to run and dash towards the gnome. That's all I'm using. I can't find the wolf, or I can't find the fox. I'm using the wolf
That's
for
fine.
basic stats. So speed is 40 feet. So I'll use the dash just to get it there. And in a flanking position if possible. Then I'm going to sort of move. I'll stay where I'm at, and I'm going to take
Okay.
2 shots. The first one I will take sharpshooter, and so math. Okay. 5 is plus D4. 28 to hit with the minus
Yeah.
5.
Yes.
Okay.
They're decently difficult to hit, but they're not that hard. God.
Swanson's just sitting here like I should have brought bigger guns. Like
23 for the first damage. And then I'm gonna ready up another attack. I'll do sharpshooter again. 26 to hit.
Mhm.
Wow.
Every time I make a cool bad guy, people roll really
19. 19 damage on the second
well. Okay.
one.
And then everybody
40
kills
damage
it.
round.
Okay. Anything else on your turn?
No, I'm just gonna pray that that didn't draw her attention in any way.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Um. mhm. Sure. Okay. It is now. Actually. Yeah. Go for it, Swanson.
Oh, I'm scared. Swanson is going to, around his waist this entire time, he's had a coil of rope.
Mm-hmm.
This kind of ethereal, almost blue-ish rope, and he's going to uncoil it. And as he does, he's going to look at it and wind her up, and he's going to cast out his rope of entanglement, and our little gnome friend needs to make a DC 15 dexterity saving throw.
That is a 16 on the die plus 5 is 21. They are very, very dexterous.
Well, then I just coil it back and say, all right.
It's
Actually-
almost like just like complete beautiful movement from the tiny little
It's magical.
eldritch gnome.
I'm gonna leave it like down on the ground actually, and instead of doing that, I'm gonna pull out my healing potion and heal real quick.
Okay.
Which is greater is what, 44? Dude, there's people that live in these apartments. Sorry, guys, playing music like blasting outside my apartment. 4, 2, 3, and 1. What, 44 plus 4? 44 plus 8.
It's 40.
I had it in my inventory and I deleted it before. I'll figure it out.
It's fine.
I heal
You
some.
do the thing.
I heal some
You heal
damage.
some stuff. Yeah.
I think a greater
Okay.
is 44 plus 4.
It's 44 plus 4.
There you go. Okay. Alrighty. On the gnomish figure's turn. Turns to Jade. And with the icy rapier. That is a natural 20 plus 9 for a 29 to hit. And at a. What is
Ooh.
that? Oh, that's a 21 also to hit. 21?
We're gonna use free action shield
On which one?
or free spell slot for. I can't
Okay.
stop the 20. It's still too high. But
Yeah.
the 21.
Okay, so the second one. So this first one just slices right into your abdomen. She pulls and goes in for a second, and you manage to shield on that one. So let me roll some damage. So, okay. 18 points of piercing plus 5 necrotic.
All right, we're fine.
Okay.
Mhm.
And
But for real, are you fine?
Yeah, for real.
Okay.
No, we're fine. We're fine.
and then will disappear in a cloud of icy, snowy sparkle bits and just almost like falls into the snow and reappears right behind Illadrin and just does like the little and then it is again, another pulse from this star above. I need everybody to make a Constitution saving throw.
Do we still have bless?
Yeah, Bless is still up. I've made all my saves so far. Thankfully.
All right. That's a 25 then.
19
All right.
19 for Swanson.
17.
17 and Eldrin, are you muted?
Shit, sorry. Yeah, 20. Sorry.
Okay, so you all succeed. No further points of frost. If your movement speed is reduced, it's still reduced, but nothing further builds up on you. You do feel that cold bite into you and attempt to almost freeze the muscle in place, but nothing happens. Legendary action. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me, Ronan. As she like pops up behind you, claps, and this burst of cold energy. Motherfuck.
Well, it's an 8, so.
Oh, okay, well I want it to do more damage. I'm so sad. I rolled 2 1s. So that's only 8. It's like 10 points of damage. And I wanted it to be so much more. But on a failed save, you also, your movement speed is also halved until the start of my next turn.
Okay, hold on. What was it before? 10 off or 20?
It was 10 feet off of your movement speed. So
So-
now whatever you have left is halved.
Okay, God, I move like a gnome now. Okay, cool.
Hey, that's not really nice. And then with that, it is officially Fuck's turn.
Excellent. How far away is the gnome now in Illidan to us?
Illidan, how many feet have you moved total?
So, and I only moved initially, I moved 35 feet to the side. So, still diagonally, I'm probably like 60, 65 feet.
Yeah, you're somewhere between, probably, we could say probably like 50-ish.
Yeah.
50-ish
All right,
feet.
perfect. That's well within my movement speed. So in a groan of frustration, fuck! I'm gonna run on over in the direction of our friend and take another swing.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go ahead and use Great Weapon Master on this. Because reasons. So that's going to be a math is hard. 16 to hit.
16 just misses.
Just
as
misses.
They do the whole like backwards and then pop back up thing.
Stop moving! Second swing. Great Master again. That's going to be a 21 to hit.
That does hit.
Great. So we'll go ahead and take you. That is going to be 9 plus 4, 13 plus the 10 from Great Weapon Master. That's going to be 23 to hit.
That also hits.
And I'm going to go ahead and, since I am a slasher, make sure that I maim them so that their movement speed is 10 feet slower. Not that
Okay.
it matters, they've been teleporting, but you know, every little bit helps, right?
Yeah. How much total damage was that?
That was 23 total.
Okay.
And then
Alrighty.
minus 10 movement speed.
Yeah. Okay. Fuck. Jade.
Yep,
It's on
that
me.
was the order.
Yeah, that is.
All right. Okay. So, how far is she from me now?
About 50 feet.
Why did
We
she
just
talk
keep.
damn
We just
far?
keep. Well, because you fucking came up and dealt like 1 billion damage to her.
I want to do a thing, but I need.
Riffraff is not
info.
built for this. Has never been built for this.
All right. So here's what's gonna happen because she keeps trying to run from me. How many spell slots do I have left to burn? No, we're gonna do something different. How many sorcery points do I have? I'm going to. All right. How far is she? No, we're gonna walk up 30 feet. And then bonus action, Starlight Step to appear behind her again. And we're going to do this beautiful swirl once again, but this time it will not be a golden energy. It'll be like a cerulean blue as I'm doing the booming blade approach. That is a 19 to hit.
That does hit.
And we're going to burn a higher level slot. We're going to just burn a 4th to make emphasis. It's going to be 5, 2, and then the booming blade on top of that. All right. That is 9 plus 3, 9, 42 plus my. It's going to be a total of 47 damage on the booming blade divine smite. Burning a 4th level slot. Maybe
Okay.
use my bonus action to teleport again.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay.
Yeah, I can't burn my. Wait, let me make sure. Can I do this as a? I want to see if I could change my moon phase. No, it's an action to change my moon phase. Nope, then that's it.
Top of the round. As she is now profusely bleeding, claps her hands one last time in an attempt, and I will need. So you popped up in front. You're all in front of her. So I need all 3 of you to make Constitution saving
She's
throws.
still
for-
directly in front of me.
Yep. And this is a spell, by the way.
It's a spell.
This is a spell.
I am going to counterspell.
Okay.
Going for a 4th
Well,
level.
it's an
slot.
effect of a spell, so yes, I will allow you to.
Okay.
Like, I will specify this is technically a thing.
So I'm burning a 4th level slot to do this.
Okay. Then with that, it is Illidan's turn. She don't look
Hold
good.
on. Oh, did you counter spell?
I
Yeah.
counterspell.
Okay.
That's
So-
good because I rolled 3 6s and a 5.
So I'm gonna look at her and I'm just gonna be like, bitch, me too. And I'm gonna slap my hands and do a thunder wave.
Yes.
So I need a con save from her.
Okay.
Out of Counterspell again.
That is a dirty 20.
Yeah, definitely saves. Let me see about half damage then for cast the hot spell.
Is the one who intervened in our fight originally to start this off. I would like to cast Counterspell.
It says. Okay, yeah. So you take.
Don't you go traitor on us.
Listen, it's not fair. There's 4 of us. There's 1 of her.
I know. She's so cute and little, too.
Well, I didn't say that.
No, she's adorable. I forgot to mention how fucking innocent and adorable looking.
You know, if you would have started
She
with
is.
that, I would have maybe tried to talk to her. But, you know.
And she's just so sweet. Just sacrificing a few kids, that's it.
You started
Just
with
a
Mouth
few.
Eye, though. This started with Mouth Eye, though. If you would have
Yeah.
worded it a little
But
bit
that's
differently.
just the star
Classic
thing.
kids.
That's not this person. That's the star thing they summoned.
Shit, I forgot what it was also.
How much-
12 damage on the thunder wave.
Is that
Not-
halved?
That's the halved.
That is that. Okay.
Yep. Oh wait, do I have? Wait, does Hunter's Mark count on that?
What does Hunter's Mark specify?
Oh, hold on, I'll look it up. I guess I can just check.
I think it's attack rolls.
Yeah, I
maybe
think
you're
it's
right.
specifically.
I think it's when you
that.
make an attack roll.
Yeah.
D6 whenever you hit. Yeah, weapon attack. So 7. 7 damage instead of 12. And she's not pushed back. That was my action. Do I have a bonus action? Yeah, I'm gonna command Ronan to dash over back to us.
Okay.
And I'm gonna have him swoop in behind her so that if somebody attacks, that he'll have he'll be flanking.
Okay. It is Swanson's turn. She's barely hanging in there. I can't believe how close y'all are. I really Yeah, she does not look good. She's like kind of like one knee is wavering, you know, like you can tell Jade almost did her in, like Illidan did just a little bit more. Like it's kind
One
of like beating a dead horse at this point.
Well, and I'm like 60 feet away, and I'm like surrounded by these mounds because I'm still over on the altar. And
Yeah,
they've
and
all they
as
all
you're
ran
sitting
back
there,
over there. I'm just like,
yeah, you keep looking around, and there is an altar behind you. There are runes inscribed on it that are slightly glowing, and you can see the platinum pendants glowing on the chests of the children.
uh,
But as you're looking down, you do see the look on all of these children. Like, I mean, it is kind of a daunting position to be in.
can I take a quick glance at the altar? Is it in celestial?
It is.
Can I read it?
Yeah. Do you want to use? I will say if it's a free action, you're only going to be able to catch a couple of words. If you use a bonus action, I'll allow a little more. And then full action.
Where's my full languages? Where's all my proficiencies at? Because I'm pretty sure I put celestial on him. Yeah, because I took infernal on abyssal. I'll use what'd you say? Bonus action. I can get most of it.
Bonus action, you'll get like a little bit, like a little. But if you use your full action, I would allow you to pretty much scan the whole thing.
Interesting. Um. Yeah, fuck it. Why not? They got it. They'll kill the gnome. I'm good. Yeah. What's it say?
So as you look, it basically specifies a sacrifice to call upon the presence of they who go by many names: the Winter's Star, Del Rey, Delbon, in exchange for a gift. Then there are runes inscribed that are like of a summoning essence, but you can see these pendants glowing. So like whatever is happening is still actively happening. It is not complete.
Gotcha.
And based on the phrasing of what you now know as they of many names, the Winter Star, Del Rey, known as Del Bon in Forgotten Realms, if anybody wanted to know. You're picking up on this is some kind of entity from way away that has been called here to make a deal.
Would you allow me as my bonus action to do an insight check on Del Rey, to see if they have any intent on intervening outside of what they already have?
Go for it.
Cool. D20, get a D4, and I get a D6. Do I get a D3 or D3?
Yeah. Is it an ability check? Then
Yeah. Oh shit, that was my D4. Where'd it go? That's a 3. It's 5, 7 plus 10 plus 7, 17.
17?
Yeah,
Yeah, so from what you can tell thus far, it has goaded the gnomish figure on to prove itself. It has offered this to you guys as well, saying kill her and I'll give you the gift.
Shit, that was to us. Okay.
So you're kind of getting the vibe that this thing is really just kind of like, I'm here, who's coming for it?
Okay.
Doesn't really seem to have a side. You saw the look of fear in the gnomish figure's face when this was uttered.
But it wants to be here. It wants to make a deal. So it's
been
going to
called
do it.
to make a deal. It's
Gotcha.
been called to make a deal.
Gotcha. Cool.
Is that any movement?
I'm gonna move to the closest mound, but that's about it. I don't really
Okay.
have a whole lot I can do. Yeah.
So you come up to the first mound, and inside there is like a half-orcish child. You can see just one tusk barely sticking out, kind of rounded on top, but almost just looking like they're sleeping. And with that, we are back to the gnomish figure. looking around, surrounded. Back into the snow. Appears back on by the ledge where you originally came from.
Out of curiosity, I'm assuming that's a teleport. We don't get an attack of opportunity.
That's
Okay.
Misty Step if you really want to. I can't believe you've written this for me. As she like rolls back off of the edge of the bluff, and you hear tiny footsteps begin bolting down the side. And you no longer see sight of this tiny figure. Then I need everybody to make a Constitution saving throw, as that is, and there's a whoom, zoom from the figure above, the Del Rey, as we were.
It's
18.
13.
How much? Jade?
13.
13? Okay. Fuck.
17.
17. Illadrin?
18.
18. And Swanson.
8.
Okay, everybody but Swanson is actually Jade, your movement speed is reduced by 10, and so is Swanson's.
Awesome.
10 feet of movement speed, go bye-bye. She was a coward. Who will take me up on my offering? As like that figure, like kind of seraphim-esque apparition is still emanating above all of you.
Is
Their
there
lives
any...
are like you just see the glowing pendants at this point. You see the glowing altar.
Right. So
And
what
you-
is the altar made out of? Like, what is
Ice.
the altar consist of? Oh, yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, everything is ice. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. Then what I'm going... well, I don't know. We're still in initiative, but I would...
I will say, if anybody has intent of pursuing, we could kind of stay in initiative. It depends on where everybody's routes are going.
Well, it depends on how far she went.
Well, you lost sight of her. Like, she teleported, and then you just heard footsteps. So, like, down the side of the mountain, you don't know.
Damn.
I know how far
she.
she has gone, but I do not know. Like, you don't have a visual on how far she's gone. So that is up to you.
But I know her name, right?
No. I mean, you do, but no.
Okay. Because if I know her name, it does make something happen.
Yeah. Nobody asked her. She would have told you very very, very happily, by the way. She just really likes telling people her name. She has business cards. Which I will say, if you roll an investigation, they're probably somewhere around that.
Not on the business cards we were handed.
No.
Stuff we've been handed in any way, shape, or form. Damn.
No.
I'm not even
at
gonna worry
all.
about it then. She's allowed to go away.
Okay, because I will tell you, for meta level sake,
Wow. Dang.
and I was like, what's she gonna run? She's gonna run like hell. Because she is so greedy. Okay. So, we'll say we drop initiative then, as you see the small figure, just almost glowing green eyes, just kind of acrobat off the side of that, and you just hear footsteps booking it. There is that zoom, and you hear Del Rey make this offer. And you can see, like, those pendants are still glowing on the children. Their lives are for naught, but for gain. Will you accept my offer?
Is the entity directly over the altar?
It's like sky level, like sun. It looks like okay, the creepy baby from like the Teletubbies, like the little sun head. That's what we've got going. Okay. So like, and this cold energy is still circling around you, although you can see that the longer you wait, like it's not going away at the moment.
Okay, just roughly speaking, about how high is it for
When
spell purposes?
when you try to look, you cannot fathom. Like you
Okay.
try to look at this
Okay.
thing and your brain
Gotcha.
literally like it starts playing tricks on you because you look and you start connecting to those eyes that are moving and scrolling through the ribbons, and then you lock eyes with like the mouth, and
I
it
feel like you're
just
telling me it's more than 20 feet. So
oh yeah,
getting
it is.
that impression.
It's like it is celestial high, but it is like you can't even be sure. Mind
Um,
fuckies.
But then I'll just look around and say, does anybody here have a way to break the ice?
yeah, and I'm just gonna start fucking wailing on the ice with my
It's an option.
fists. I mean, I'm a monk, so you know that's.
And I'm gonna go wailing fuck.
Stop. Would you forsake such an offer? Endless winter, all for your own.
I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna say, "Can you fuck off?" And I'm gonna cast command.
There is just a complete echo and booming laughter as the somewhat effeminate voice becomes guttural and starts speaking in a language. What languages do you speak?
I know abyssal and infernal and celestial.
Mm-hmm.
Deep speech.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's Sylvan, I'm fucked.
I got
No
Celestial
way.
speech in Sylvan.
Okay, so this language that begins to utter forth from this creature in this new guttural tone is somehow an amalgamation of both abyssal and celestial and deep speech. If you know any of these, you will pick out fragments, but something about it, hearing the words almost grates your ears and makes you sick to your stomach. Just the uttering of these words makes you uneasy. You get glimpses of threats. As you cannot really decipher the exact words, you can only really take away feeling. And you get the feeling of threat, hate, and bitterness. And as you continue to wail, the altar begins to crack. And as the altar begins to crack, the ice over the mounds begins to crack as well.
I'm just gonna unload my quiver on that altar.
The altar shatters, and as it shatters, there is one last as this cold pulse dusts you all, and like it almost looks like powdered sugar. You kind of all just get dusted as it just disperses and almost shoots and juts back into space before that star glimmers and returns back to its usual size. But you could swear it's like, if you watch it, it's swirling just a bit. But as this happens, the ice that was over the mounds is now just a powder as you begin to hear the coughing and stirring of children. Below, the town below you, you hear similar movement. You can hear sighs of relief even echoing up and cheering as people are beginning to awake from whatever happened. Whatever bitter cold this was has been broken.
Definitely gonna go around and just kind of help kids cure wounds
Yeah.
if I need to. I got fade stuff.
They are all wearing their pendants that were apparently meticulously placed. Like you each, like as they begin to awake, you feel like a child's hand grip your pant leg. You help them all back down to their homes below. You are met with warmth. You explain to the peoples what happened. explaining that whoever this Nomus figure was had taken the life likely of the patron and taken the children for their own purposes. But whatever entity was called upon and whatever they were attempting to do was thwarted. At least for now. But almost to waste no time, in spite of the mourning. Rizzle's body is set upon a pyre next to the great hearth. Ciders are passed around. Fuel logs are returned to the fire. And in this evening and in this night, you are all met with great warmth and reward. And for the bulk of the rest of the night, it is stories of Rizzle and his family that are shared. And now yours is added as well. As you can already hear little kids, I want to be the satyr. No, me! As you see a kid running around with the dwarven helmet on, pretending to run into stuff. You see the one person, like you see one child smattering paint to pretend that they have freckles on their face. You see another running around with their stuffed animal. And yet even another running around with their dad's tankard, who is also being chased by the father because the father does not want them to have the tankard. But you can tell your own legend has kind of started here. And while there is a somber note to it, you did some good. And the celebration of winter solstice continues as these hardy people let nothing get in the way of their tradition. So it is with that we will end tonight's little story. I hope you all had fun. We're going to go around the horn while we prepare for the giveaway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, last
Right?
chance. Yeah, last chance. Red hair in the chat. Yeah, just type it and you'll get entered in. There's currently 4 people, so you have, if you're the 5th person, you have a 20%.
Ink, do it. Do it, Ink.
Oh no, he already put it in. So there's
Okay.
4 people in total right now. So if you're the 5th person, you're gonna have a 20% chance to win a full set of Umbral Oculus dice. So do the thing.
Math.
Math. Yes.
So real quick, my name is Taryn, also known as Valrook across the socials, generally creative human, TTRPG player, and GM, Eldritch Entity, and Dice Maker under the moniker of Umbral Oculus Dice. That is _dice on the Instagram. I do have dice in stock right now. If you want 10% off of those full sets, it's Red Hair in at checkout for discount. I have a stream tomorrow on, I forgot the place because it's new.
Open
Gotcha.
circuit. Open circuit.
Yes, that.
I
what's
couldn't
Uh,
where else
Maz
find
is
it
here.
myself.
Open
Maz.
circuit gaming. Open circuit gaming. I think.
Yes, because this is my first time over there. Open Circuit Studios. This is the
Studios.
first time I've been done to streams over there, and so I'm excited. It's gonna be cool. Call of Cthulhu, spooky spookies, and I'm basically playing Milo Thatch. So have fun with that one. Okay, cool. Jaden.
Oh, well, if you didn't know me, now you do. But just in case, it's Jaden King. I'm on all social media at It's Jaden King. You can literally just Google that and you'll find me somewhere on some form of media that includes messenger pigeons, owls, and smoke signals. It all works all the same. Professional storyteller, professional actor. I'm a professional and you can't tell me otherwise. If you want to play some winter one-shots, I've got games all the next the next week and a half on Start Playing Games, all kinds of winter wonder one-shots. I make stuff. I do TTRPG design, game design, and now I will be on the Open Circuit Studios playing what I believe to be a delightful little character who is honestly one who can get in bed with mobsters and politicians as well as any Eldritch entity. If it's got $1, I've got a dime to enjoy a good time. Anyway, you're welcome. No fucks given. What the fox? Let it go. It been snowing.
Ronan.
Hey.
He's the king of West Virginia, the slayer of Sasquatches.
I had fun.
Future Keegan.
That's right.
Future
It's good to be back. First game in a long time. So yeah, it's fun. That's it. I'm Ronan Fox. You're welcome. Goodbye. Good night.
Oh
God
my
bless.
god. Eddie.
I have to follow these two. Jeez. Hi everyone, I'm Eddie, known across the socials as Discount Bard, your humble vaudevillian vagabond spreading chaos and shenanigans wherever I go. I've been on a bit of a hiatus in terms of the streams as of late, but I'm hopefully going to be returning in the not too distant future after the holidays. You can normally find me on twitch.tv/discountbard doing variety content and spreading shenanigans, whatever my current hyperfixation happens to be at the time. I'm a voice artist, a polymath, a jack of all trades. I do it all and none of it at all. And I'm here for a good time, not a long time. I don't know. All I can say is that after tonight, I can guarantee that I'm a fucking good time. But anyways, yes, I had to throw in one last pun before the night is out. That's my story, I'm sticking to it. Let's pass it along.
All right, Logan, have at it. Let's do that giveaway.
Yeah, hi. Logan, Red Herrian, is where I do most of my stuff. Over on TO. But that's on a break for a while. Our coding game's on hold until the new year. But yeah, find me here. We are, Taryn, Johnny, and I, ramping up to get things together for 2023. So next week, post-holiday, we will be off the entire week as we are, well, I'll be running some community games in our Discord. And then other than that, we'll be preparing for 2023. You can also find me on Thursday, where I'll be playing with the wonderful Perrin Hope singer Renee Beauregard, who will be running me through an adventure called Drow Hard. It is a Christmas or holiday one-shot, despite some of the skepticism of it being a holiday one-shot. You guys can donate on our Tiltify to help not only St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, but to help me survive Drowhard. Or not. Currently, we are a little less than halfway towards our raised goal, or our goal in terms of the amount raised. Y'all have been super awesome, and I'm looking forward to Thursday, so catch us here then. But now, for the moment you guys have all been waiting for, I'm closing the giveaway. And Umbral Oculus, please pick me. I'm drawing Eddie. You are our winner. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Fucking hell.
Do you accept these dice?
They are very pretty. I can't not accept those.
There you go. I will click accept, and you have accepted, and I will send those to you post-holiday season. Actually, I'll get them in the mail tomorrow.
I was gonna say I will.
Oh wait, yeah, you have them. I don't have them. I was like, what am I doing?
I will also just deliver them in person.
This is true. We can do this.
Oh shit, yeah, because you guys are gonna see each other next week. Hell yeah.
Yay.
But we are gonna go raid. Who's there to raid?
Let's do it. Do the raids.
I think is Coral on?
Spreading love.
Yes,
Being Eldritch.
I believe.
Yeah, we'll go raid our friend Coral. Playing Crusader Kings 3. Go buy a round for Coral, have some fun, and spread the joy. Happy holidays, and
Yes, happy holidays, everyone.
Be nice to your local warlock. God.
Yeah, you can.
They just want to make a few sacrifices. Not that big a deal.
Yeah. But yeah, happy adventures and stay safe, friends. Bye.